Tots and Teens in Focus. I'm your host, Patricia Trim. Welcome you to another edition of Tots and Teens in Focus. Yes, it's Tots and Teens, and yes, we are at the Guyana Counsel. We are here to hear all about Guyana 50th Republic anniversary that is coming up. And the Guyana Counsel will be in the celebration of that 50th anniversary. We have no other person to tell us more about this excitement and this celebration of 50 years of the Republic of Guyana. No other than our great Counsel General of Guyana, Honorable Barbara Atherly. And she will give us more information that you folks out there will be happy to know about Guyana and what Guyana consists of. And don't forget, we are a rich country in the rich land of Guyana. Counsel General, welcome to Tots and Teens in Focus. I know you're not a tot or a teen, but you're acting both, and you will tell us more about Guyana, the rich country, and you will tell us more about what's going on for the celebration that you have as a consulate, and also the functioning of the consulate, because people will want to know what Guyana Consulate is doing for the community. And we have a lot of Guyanese out there who may not know about what goes on and what they can do, but you will inform them of everything. Welcome once again.
Thank you very much, Ms. Trim, and it's always nice to be on your program. At heart, I am a teen and I am a tot. So I'm happy to be here this afternoon to share with you some information about Guyana and its upcoming 50th Republic anniversary celebrations. But to begin with, we're here at the Guyana Consulate, and we like Guyanese to know and feel at home. Once you are in the consulate, it is considered Guyana. So here we are in Guyana, and we are here to provide services to Guyanese and persons wishing to travel to Guyana and who need visas. And for Guyanese, we provide a number of services on behalf of different ministries in the country. For instance, we work with the Ministry of Home Affairs, and through the Ministry of Home Affairs, we work with the police for fingerprinting, for to identify persons who wish to have their fingerprinting done. We also deal with passports for those persons who are living here and wish to have their new passport. Before, the passports were renewable, but now, because we're using machine-readable passports, after 5 years, they require a new passport. So we are here to provide that service for them. We also work along with the National Insurance Scheme and other government agencies, and to provide life certificates for those persons who are still receiving their benefits in Guyana. It's just proof that they're still alive and that we have seen them and we endorse their documents. We also work with the banking institutions in Guyana to notarize various documents that persons may need from time to time to transact business in Guyana. So we notarize documents for persons who wish to have them done. We also give support to those persons who, for one reason or the other, need their birth certificate, their marriage certificates, and in some instances, death certificates if they need it as proof for some transactions that need to be done. So we work along with Guyana Registrar's Office to be able to obtain those documents for persons. So we cover a wide area, a number of services we are here to provide. And how do we do this? We use different methods. Yes, you can come straight into the consulate to have your transactions completed. But we also do what we call outreach programs, where we visit various areas. For instance, we go to Queens, we would go to Brooklyn, Connecticut, New Jersey, and we've even gone as far as Schenectady, where we take our services outside the walls of the consulate to provide that service to Guyanese who require the services that we render. Now, for you, you can get a lot more information about our services and the dates for when we are going to the community if you visit our website, which is www.GuyanaConsulateNewYork.org, or our Facebook page, Guyana Consulate New York, and you will have all the information there. Apart from that, we also do home visits. We think about the senior citizens who are bedridden, who are hospitalized, and they need either documents notarized or they need their life certificates signed. We do once a month, given the resources that we have. We do it once, the last Friday in the month, we do a home visit for those persons who require our services. So it's important that you let persons know that we're there to assist them. We also remember our senior citizens, those persons who attain the ripe young age of 100. We normally give them a citation from the consulate on behalf of the government and people of Guyana. So we reach out to all Guyanese in providing a service.
Whew, that's so good because this information needed to be out there so persons will know that they can get help from the Guyana Consulate. We talk so much about what is happening, the service that the consulate is giving us, and now we will go.
There's one other point I want to make, the question is always asked about if children born to Guyanese parents here in the United States, if they can become Guyanese. People say they're Guyanese, but they're not Guyanese unless they're registered as a Guyanese and they obtain their passports. So we at the consulate, we provide that service where a child can be registered as an overseas birth, and based on that registration, they can apply. Once they obtain the birth certificate, they can apply for Guyanese passport. So it's important to know that if at least one parent is a Guyanese and they have the birth certificate, that child can be registered as a Guyanese.
Oh, it's doing just like the U.S. government. Once your child is you're a U.S. citizen and you have a child abroad, you could register your child's birth.
Yes, if you have the child outside of Guyana. And it goes to persons who were born after the 26th of May, 1966, which is when we became an independent nation. So for persons before that, they remain British citizens.
So I'm a British citizen here. I am a British citizen.
But you're Guyanese.
Guyanese citizen.
Because you would have been in Guyana after the 26th of May.
Yeah.
But so in that sense, you are Guyanese. But if you were born outside of Guyana before the 26th of May 1966, it does not apply to you in that case.
They have something that I read with London was claiming you could claim citizenship once you before Guyana became an independent country.
Yes.
Okay, well, we have heard so much. I know this information is very, very informal and it's very useful for persons who may not know. Even if you have no knowledge about Guyana or your ancestors of Guyana, you could come to the consulate and get some information. Now, the greatest thing that we have is the Republic Celebration. As a child, I remember being in the celebration of Republic Celebration. I think it was 4 years after independence. So our Consul General is going to give us more information about this, about the event and the celebration that they have for the Guyana Republic. And it's the 50th year anniversary, so it's a big celebration. We're inviting all other people, all other folks, all other countries to come and be and celebrate with us our Republic celebration. So Consul General will explain that more to you.
Okay, thank you very much again. But just to let you know, exactly on the 23rd of February 1970, 4 years after we gained our independence in 1966, Guyana obtained its republic status. And what that means is that Guyana is no longer tied to the colonial powers. We got our independence, but we severed all ties in 1970 when we became a republic nation. So, in other words, we have to take care of our own affairs on our own. To celebrate that, in Guyana, we had that on the 23rd of February, 1970. On the 23rd of February 2020, we will be celebrating 50 years as a republic. And it is cause for celebration. It's a time when we need to reflect as a nation, where we came from, what we have achieved, and at the same time, we celebrate. And in celebrating, we need to take time to focus on where we're going as a nation. So we have to take that into consideration. And the motto or the theme for this 50th Republic anniversary is Guyana Together. Celebrate, reflect, celebrate, and transform. So it's time for us to take all of those issues into consideration. Where we came from as a nation, right? While we celebrate, and to look to the future to see where we will end up as a nation. And when we look at Guyana now, right, we will notice that we are on the cusp of development. And why do I say this? Because of the recent oil finds in Guyana and the companies that are there now producing oil from the waters of Guyana. We're doing offshore drilling in Guyana, and as you know, the first oil came up on the 20th of December 2019. The first oil that came out of the bowels of the water in Guyana. It came up on the 20th of December. And in January, we had our first shipment of 1 million barrels leaving the shores of Guyana. So it's cause for us to celebrate. It is cause for us to think and look and try to charter our future, where we want to go as a nation. And one of the things I always say, while we have oil, we need to ensure that we keep focus on the other resources of Guyana. Guyana is rich in mineral resources. Guyana is rich in agricultural products. Guyana is rich now with oil. Good. We are a blessed country, right? I like to say no earthquake, no hurricane, but we need to realize and pause and think and give thanks for who we are as a nation and for what we have as a nation. So to kickstart our Republic anniversary celebrations, we have planned on the 16th of February 2020, that's another 2 weeks from now, to have an evening of Thanksgiving and reflection, where we will be bringing all the major religions together, including the spiritual Baptists, the Rastafaris, the Christians, the Hindus, the Muslims. We will all get together and pray for our country. We will all get together and give thanks, and at the same time, right, look to what be the needs of Guyana to propel ourselves as we are developing as a nation. So we would like you to come out. That celebration will take place as I said, on the 16th, Sunday, the 16th of February at 3 p.m. at the Health and Hospital Auditorium in Queens. And the address is, could I get the flyer again? The address is 8268 164th Street in Jamaica, Queens, zip code 11432. And it is at the New York Health and Hospitals Queens Auditorium. And you are free to call in to the consulate for more information or to indicate if you wish to participate in this evening of Thanksgiving and reflection. Feel free to call us on 646-212-9793. Again, the number is 646-213-9793. And that's the first activity that we will have in order to lift our country up in prayers and thanksgiving.
Okay, you hear it all, and we expect to have all of you here. But you know, talking about Guyana, we know Guyana, but we don't know the interior of Guyana, and we don't know our government of Guyana. So the Counsel General will give you more information about the function of the government and the function of the interior and coastal land of Guyana.
Okay, in terms of the Guyana now, I mentioned our mineral resources. What I didn't mention is Guyana is now considered one of the top 5 destinations for tourism. We don't have sand and blue waters, turquoise waters, but what we have is ecotourism. We have the largest fish in Guyana, the arapaima, the largest anteater. We have the sea otter. There's so many things, hundreds of birds, beautiful birds. We're home to the harpy eagle. So Guyana is now seen as one of the top tourist destinations, and for that we do have different Rupununi tours, packages that can take you to Anai, to Lethem, to Aishalton, different places. You can visit the beautiful Kaitro waterfalls, the 741 sheer drop, one of the longest, tallest sheer drop in terms of waterfalls in the world. So in that sense, the interior is really open now for persons to visit Guyana and for Guyanese to revisit Guyana to see our beautiful homeland. There is the famous and beautiful, and I say beautiful because I've been there, the Ivoprama rainforest. Guyana is considered part of the Amazon Shield, and we are the lungs of the world. 80% of Guyana is forested, and that provides the oxygen needed for the world. So the rainforest is there, and we are trying to preserve it. At the same time, our indigenous peoples, they live there, and they live off the land, but at the same time, preserving what we have as and relevant for the rest of the world in terms of maintaining and sustaining the development of the rainforest. So that's another opportunity, that's something else. So we don't all have to be flocking and just focusing on the oil, but let us see Guyana for the beauty, for its beauty and its wealth of resources, including tourism. Years ago, no one would have thought or, put Guyana into the category of tourism. Now, now there's a lot of value in the type of tourism that we have to offer. It's different. And for those persons who like adventure and who love nature, Guyana is a destination for you to visit.
Oh, you know, as an ex-female soldier and being into Camel, going to the Camel interior, you know, it was a beautiful thing because they have so much fruits and vegetation just growing wild. And we in the city can't get it. So there is so much that is in the interior that we all can enjoy. And when I go back, I'm going to live in the interior where I don't have to work too hard and just have eat and drink from the blessing of the land. As we talk about Guyana, we know, if you could tell us, we had our first prime minister, our first president, who started all these independence and republic that it trickled down now to our present president and our present prime minister. Could you give us some information?
Okay, when Guyana became an independent nation, right, it was under the Prime Minister Forbes Burnham, and following his death, we had president. After Republic, we had a president, an executive president, came with our Republic status, and so we had President Burnham, and he was followed after his death by President Hoyt. Following elections in 1992, we had President Chelly Jagan, and after his death, it was President Janet Jagan. Our first female president was President Jagan, and she was followed by President Jagdeo, and then later President Ramatar. And in 2015, following elections, we had President David Arthur Granger as our president. We are going into elections now, and we will have to see the results as it unfolds in March, on March 2nd. So apart from that, we enjoy a stable country, and so Guyanese are free to travel home and enjoy what we have to offer. It is now for us as Guyanese to exercise our democratic right if once you're registered to do what you're entitled to do according to the Constitution of Guyana.
Well, it's so, you know, I just remember how Guyana was for 23 years under pressure, all these type of violence that was going on. And nobody knew much about David Granger. Nobody didn't think about David Granger being a president, but what I saw on Facebook and gave me that as the courage, I don't know, probably the spirit of Burnham. And when he put out in memory of Burnham for the August, because it's August he died, and I saw it, I said, oh my God, the spirit of Burnham rising, Granger should be president. Granger had no thought, no nothing, but it all just happened. But that is to show that how God works in a mysterious way, His wonders to perform. And He led Granger there, and it's become a change of Guyana. And I just hope and I pray that all Guyanese see this change and see the beauty that has come out of Guyana from the Granger reign, that they will continue to know that reign to reign, just like when we had our first Republican Prime Minister, Elvis Burnham, when he became the Republic. The amount of changes that he brought into Guyana, because he made women work. You make women, you could have joined the army, the police force, the national service, the gas service, and all these things that he did, that women who was just labeled as housewife, or you're going to work in somebody's kitchen, that was what, after he left school, that was the temperament of the colonialism. But with Burnham there, he came and he made a big change, and I will always on him, because that change has given us, women and men, the opportunity to shine bright in Guyana. And that is what Guyanese, who was well educated from Guyana, went around the world and educate people in other countries because they had the education and everybody was calling on them to come, get the teachers, get the nurses. So we did a very good impact of educating the world and giving opportunities to other countries that didn't know about it, but we give praise and thanks. But we have the arrowhead. Could you tell us more about the arrowhead?
The arrowhead is the flag of Guyana, and the colors are red, green, yellow, white, and black. But in the center of the flag, it's in the shape of an arrow, which is yellow, and therefore we call the flag our golden arrowhead. And the flag is what a country gets once it becomes, it's a symbol of your sovereignty as a nation. But just to move on, I mentioned the activity on the 16th of February. The following day, the 17th of February, it's a holiday here in the United States. It's President's Day. However, we will be traveling to Schenectady, which is about 3 hours out of New York City, to celebrate with the Guyanese there. As I mentioned very early in the program, we do outreach programs. And Schenectady is one of the places that we do visit to conduct business to Guyanese. And there we have a very large number of Guyanese. Most of the people who live there in Schenectady happen to be Guyanese. So when we were there for our last outreach program, we were approached and we agreed with them that we will come back and join them as they celebrate the 50th Republic and anniversary celebration. So they in Schenectady City, at the City Hall, Rotunda, there will be a cultural program, and that will be followed by a reception. And it will be at 105 J Street in Schenectady, in New York, upstate New York.
So do they have any transportation, kind of people from New York or Queens who want to go up there and have that celebration? Is there transportation provided, or do you have to pay for transportation because we are going?
Okay, we have to look into that. We already have secured transportation for the staff and some other members of the public, and we're taking up some ex-Guyana Defense Force officers and ex-police who will assist them with the ceremonial flag parade, and then there are others. So if people do indicate, we'll have to look into that as well.
Okay, and I just wanted to remember the camera person should be there. The camera person should be there to bring back the good tidings from Schenectady and the Guyanese in Schenectady. So I'm not sure if everything you want to say about Guyana, the Counsel, the President, the people of Guyana, if you have fulfilled that mission, or you have more information that you can give us, so the Guyanese and the people of Brick Art Media, the viewers, will be able to see and know what is Guyana, who is Guyana, where is Guyana.
What I want to say, we have one last event that I must mention, and that is a big cultural evening that we have planned for the actual day of the Republic celebration, which is on the 23rd of February, Sunday 21st of February, and that will be held at Medgar Evers College in the Founders Auditorium, located at 1650 Bedford Avenue, and that starts at 5 p.m. from 5 to 7 p.m. Where you will have a glimpse, a taste of Guyanese culture. So we will have entertainment for you, and we want you to dress in your national wear, dress in your sari, your African dress, whatever. But come in your national colors. we want you to come and celebrate and have a good time with us as we celebrate that important day of our 50th anniversary of our Republic nation.
Well, it's all about, we're talking all about New York and the celebration that we have here. I know in Guyana, it's Republic time, it's march time.
It's march, yes.
It's great festival time, it's competition time, it's singing time. Give us some information. I thought I'm sure you know about the Republic celebration in Guyana, the carnival time.
Okay, we can have the same thing here in New York. I don't have to tell you about Guyana. I know there are a number of persons who are going down for the celebration. Right? So we will have our own Mashimani style here. We have some, there are a few surprises. We have some Guyanese, talented Guyanese in the community who will be bringing you a small glimpse of what we normally do in Guyana in terms of calypso and things like that. So let's leave that for persons to see. And in Guyana, they started celebrations already with the various competitions. You have the calypso competition, you have road march competition, you have the children's Mashimani parade, you have the king and queen of the band, and then on the day itself, right, you have the what we call Mashimani parade, something like carnival, and we parade through the streets in costumes, and then everybody celebrate. So if you come down to Medgar Evers on the 23rd, we will have our Mashimani celebration.
There's a sunset march in Guyana. Everybody going crazy, so we will be crazy at Medgar Evers College because we will be celebrating our march celebration, our Republic celebration, our anniversary, dear God, and Guyana, wealth and riches and everything, dear God. And you know what I want to say? We have some beautiful sand in Guyana. And when I see that they take sand here and make these vases, man, we got money, we got billions with our sand because Guyana is full of that white crystal sand. And I think that not only that we should look upon the oil, but we have other minerals that can develop for the worldwide. So, Counsel General, before you go, any other thing you want to say?
No, I just want to encourage Guyanese, bring your friends, whether they're Guyanese or not. Come and celebrate on the 16th of February at the Thanksgiving and Reflection to be held in Queens. Come and celebrate with us at Medgar Evers on the 23rd of February. We're gonna march down New York City, so not on the road because it's cold, but we're gonna do it within the building.
Okay.
So please bring your friends out.
Children, bring your children.
And I forgot a very important thing. We are trying to get the young children of Guyanese parents here involved in what's going on in Guyana. And so for that we have what we call GT50. GT50, which is a video challenge for young people between the ages of 14 and 18. For them to make a short 3 to 5 minutes video on how do they see Guyana catapulting on the world stage. How do they see Guyana becoming an important nation within the world. And it's a competition. If you go to our website as well as our Facebook page, you will see how they can enter the competition to win a return trip to Guyana, or if you're from Guyana, a return trip to New York, a ticket for 2 persons is the prize, as well as a laptop. There will also be a second prize of tablets and a number of other prizes for persons who enter the competition. So go to our website www.GuyanaConsulateNewYork.org, or you can also visit our Facebook page, Guyana Consulate New York, and really try to get the young people interested in Guyana. Get them to do a bit of research about Guyana. and look at Guyana, how Guyana can position itself in the wider world. So we look forward to some entries. That competition is on at the moment, and it ends, I think the closing date is the 10th of February.
Well, you must say, the Counsel General has given all the information that you need and all the information that could help you in whatever way you want to receive help. And so, we just want to say thank you to the Honorable Consul General Barbara Atherly for giving us this opportunity to be at the Guyana Consulate and doing this interview. I must say thank you very much, and thank you very much to Mr. Monroe, who was able to take over and help me set up this this stage for this interview. Thank you once again, Consul
Thank you very much for helping me, and on behalf of the team here, we thank you as always for promoting the work of the consulate and for bringing information to our Guyanese in the community.
Thank you very much. It's been given all out there, and you Guyanese with your children, we know they're not, they were born here, but train your children to know your culture, train your children to visit your country, train your children to love the minerals, and educate them about the lifestyle and educate them about the things that Guyana have. So as they grow older, our young people will hop over to Guyana. Come on, hop on to Guyana, hop on. Thank you very much, Consul General.
You're welcome. Thank you.
That was Tots and Teens in Focus with the Honorable Consul General Barbara Atherly giving us information about Guyana and how we can be useful to Guyana and what Guyana can do for us. And you know, I'll be home because Guyana is a rich country now. Thank you and bye-bye.